Today's video is one that I'm really excited to talk about because I feel like it's high time we talked about this. It's important conversation that we should have as, you know, millennials, as Gen Zs, and generally as people who use the internet, because the internet is very good and it has come with a lot of a lot of advantages, as much as it has come with a lot of disadvantages. So I feel like this is, you know, a reference point to the conversation that is much needed to be had. Okay, so this story actually broke sometime towards the end of last year, 2022, and it made waves across Nigeria. Like, it was such, you know, a big story for the wrong reason. And you guys know on this channel I try to stay away from, you know, issues that are personal. If you look at this channel, you won't find videos that talk about people's personal lives and, you know, family life and all of that, because I believe in giving people the agency to you know, live their lives and, you know, script it as they want and let it pan out. You know, I don't delve into people's personal lives in online or even offline. This is just grace. You know, I like to stay in my lane and to mind my business and all of that. But with the way that the story has turned out this year, I felt like, oh, now I can, you know, give my own 2 kobo about it. Okay, and what some people say 2 cents, in Nigeria we have 2 kobo, naira and kobo, you know, so I have to give my own 2 kobo about it. So welcome back to the channel. I'm Virtue Grace, the African storyteller. That's if you're coming by for the first time and you're seeing me for the first time. Have you subscribed? If you've not, then kindly click on that subscribe button, and when you do, tap on the bell and select all. That way you always be the first to know when I post a new video or I do a live stream. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe. Welcome to my family, my YouTube family that I fondly call Vert Loves. Now you are one of them and I love you so much. Okay, right, so this story happened sometime towards the end of last year. It was a couple basically, and one of the couple passed. A husband and wife, and the wife died, and the circumstances surrounding her, you know, demise was very tragic. She actually incinerated herself, allegedly, according to the story that was making the round on social media. She incinerated herself in the house, and by the time the house was broken into and she was rushed to the hospital, she was admitted, but unfortunately she couldn't make it because of the degrees of burns that she had suffered all over her body. She couldn't make it, so, you know, she kicked the bucket. And so as soon as the story broke, a lot of people, you know, pounced on it. Bloggers, individuals all over we're talking about it, and a lot of revelations were coming out about the whole, you know, story about the couple. Some who claim to have known the couple, like in real life, said they had issues of domestic violence. It was something that was prevalent in their marriage, and as at a point the wife actually left and went to her parents' house, and then they settled the issues, and then she returned back to the man's house, and, you know, they were living together. And then eventually people heard about the unfortunate circumstance that led to the woman's passing. So when this broke, like every other person, this woman that I'm going to talk about in particular, she's called BlessingCEO. She's known in Nigeria all over social media. Some of you might even know her, BlessingCEO. She claims to be Africa's first certified relationship therapist or so. That is her self-acclaimed credential. I don't know how true or not it is. I don't know her, so I really can't say much about her credentials, but that's what she has put in public, that she's a certified relationship expert. So she talks a lot about relationships and all of that. When this story broke, she pounced on it. She said a lot of things about the couple, you know, and about how the fact that the woman's passing was her own making. You know, why would she stay in an abusive marriage, or why would she incinerate herself, and, you know, the man is not to blame. She said so many things, like, guys, a lot of things that she said about about it, to the point that a lot of people were enraged, you know, because the way she presented the whole situation as if she knew the family one-on-one, and as if, you know, the woman deserved the passing, you know, like the woman deserved to be no more, you know. So people were really enraged. And one of those days she went on an Instagram live and was venting, ranting, and saying all sort of things about the woman, and it was so bad because the woman in question had passed. She wasn't there to defend herself, and Blessing in question, nobody know, because she's not a part of that family. So what gave her the agency to say so much about that couple and about that woman in particular? Things that were really damning and, you know, defaming of the woman's character. Unfortunately, she was no more. She wasn't there to defend herself. So people were enraged, and they actually reported her Instagram account, and it was taken down. I think up till now that account is down. And then she went to TikTok and continued, you know, the drama there, dragging the late woman in the mud, saying all sort of things about the woman, calling the woman a junkie, you know, so many things. Like, guys, she said a lot of things about that woman. This is my position, okay? I do not know Blessing personally. All three people in this story, I do not know them personally. But my stance is, before you say something about an individual or about a family or about a couple in such a strong manner as Blessing did, you should be able to prove that yes, you are somehow related to those people, or that you know those people, and the information you are passing out is actually legit, is actually true about those people. Otherwise, you have no business saying anything about them, or at least if you must say something, just share the facts and the, you know, circumstances around the story and leave it at that, instead of taking a solid stance and then painting someone in such a bad light, in such a defaming light, and worse off, the person is late and is not there to defend themselves. It was infuriating. The people were angry. And it was at the heat, like this woman just passed. Her family was still grieving, and Blessing was all over the internet, insulting and saying all sort of things about the deceased person. So it went by. Just a few days ago, we got the news that she's been arrested by the late woman's family, you know, for cyberbullying. Everybody was jubilating that it serves her right, that finally she's going to answer for it, because everything she said, and you know, the manner in which she said it was infuriating. If you were the family member that lost a loved one and Blessing talked about like that, trust me, you would also be infuriated. If some of us who didn't even know them were infuriated, so just imagine how that family was infuriated about it. At the peak of their grief, someone was on the internet saying all sort of things about it. So now she's been arrested and she's under in prison custody. I heard she's going to be charged to court in May, when the hearing is going to commence. So this is just a cautionary tale to all of us, you know, on social media, content creators, bloggers, or even internet users in general, because there are certain things you say that might be incriminating. You know, you might sit and, oh, you are creating content, you are sharing your opinion and all of that, but at the end of the day, you might be incriminating yourself. You might be harming people. So it's important for us to always, you know, be cautious, you know, when we create content or we share opinions or react to certain things, because at the end of the day, these people are human beings just the way you and I are human beings. We might be creators, we are human beings. The people we are talking about are human beings, okay? So we have to put our humanity in check and make sure that we are humane, even in our content creation, in our storytelling, when we talk about other people. It's always very easy to sit and cast aspersions and talk about other people and forget that we are also actors, we are also living, and people might come up to say all sort of things about us, and it will be worse if we are not there to defend ourselves, you know. So it's just a cautionary tale. Honestly, we just have to tread with caution. Now she's in prison, she's going to be charged to court for cyberbullying, and if she's convicted, she might eventually have to serve jail terms, you know. So we just have to be careful. And you know what Blessing kept talking about and referring to this woman was the fact that she was in an abusive relationship. Why didn't she go? Why did she leave? Why didn't she leave? Even when she left, why did she come out? You know, it's easy to judge other people when we are not in their shoes. But you know the irony of it, guys, this same Blessing CEO in question was also once married, and according to her, the ex-husband was abusive, so she left the marriage. So one would expect that because she's been in an abusive marriage before, she understands just how grave the experience could be, that one would expect that she would be more empathetic towards the late woman. But no, that wasn't the case. And you guys know the other angle to this story. A few months, like a month or two after the woman passed, there was a post this Blessing CEO made on her, was it on her Instagram page, and she posted a man, you know, it was censored, but it was like the hand, the arm and all. And then internet investigators went into investigation, and they were able to piece one or two together, and they alleged that the person's hand that Blessing posted was actually the husband to the woman that passed, that the late woman's husband that Blessing posted on her page, and was gushing about her newfound love, how much she loves this man and appreciates this man. And it was alleged that they were actually dating even while the woman was alive. It was alleged. I don't know. I don't know. That was the story that was making the round on social media and all of that. So people were all the more even angry. That was that the reason why she was attacking the late woman and accusing her of all sort of things. Was she sort of celebrating that the woman was no longer in the picture, and then she was going to take over the woman's husband? You know, so many things were said, so many things were posted all over social media. I mean, that's none of my business. What I'm saying is, let's always tread with caution as content creators, as, you know, content consumers, as internet users. It could be anybody any day, and until you walk in other people's shoes, you might not appreciate their experiences. So let's always remain humane. Let's put humanity at the fore of the content we create or the kind of things we share on social media, especially in reference to other people, because you might be incriminating yourself, or the tables might turn tomorrow and it won't be funny. So cyber bullies, take note. There's always a day of reckoning. If you keep bullying people on social media, like trolling people, even just by posting comments, you are talking to human beings, and it gets at us. For me, I would say I'm very blessed. I'm so blessed. I have the most amazing family on social media. Like my vet loves, you guys are the best. You are amazing. There is no one I'm going to point at and say this person trolls me or all of that. You guys are always all about love, you know, showing me love and appreciating me. Even when I'm wrong, you correct me in love. You make suggestions, opinions in the most loving manner, and I love you guys right back. I appreciate you all. Let's keep, you know, love going like this. It's better. Love is easy, and you know, more sweet than hate. So let's always love. Let's always, you know, keep humanity at the fore. That's the much I can say, because hate is too grave and the consequences are too grave. So I'm going to keep you guys updated as far as Blessing CEO story is, and I'll bring you updates as, you know, events unfold about her case and what the eventual end is. So yeah, that's it. Let's just always be cautious. That's basically all I wanted to share with you in today's video. Thank you guys for watching. What do you think? Drop a comment. Have you been bullied, or you know, have you been cyber bullied or trolled before? How was the experience like? Like for me, the first time I was cyber bullied on this YouTube channel, and the person went all the way even to my Instagram and went to my DM. I still have the receipts, guys. It was like my first major experience with a cyber bully, and I blocked the person both on Instagram and on my YouTube channel. I was able to trace it somehow. I don't want to go into the details of it. I was able to handle it my way, but it was really shocking and traumatizing. So guys, let's always be cautious. That's all I can say. Fellow creators, let's always put humanity forward as we talk about other people, react to other people's stories and all of that, because they are just as human as we are. Okay, thank you guys for watching. That's pretty much it. What do you think? Drop a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video, like I've said, and until then, stay safe, healthy, below abiding. Virtue Grace, the African storyteller. Remember to subscribe, okay? Bye. Mwah.